January 5th, 2024. It's 9:06 p.m. Hope y'all had a wonderful day. I did. I didn't do too much. The cats are having fun playing. These are the stray cats that I feed. And after I feed them, they play and have fun. They're happy. Those are the stray cats. They know I'm talking about them. Anyway, they always play after I feed them because they're happy. Makes me happy. Anyway, those are my stray outside cats that came to us. And actually, my cat got the stray cat pregnant, so those are his babies. So anyway, we're kind of obligated to feed them all. So thinking about having him neutered before it happens again, because I feel bad for them out in the winter like this. They live in my pole barn. They have a way to get in there. There's a flap in the back of the there's a tin flap in the back where they can get in and out. I almost fixed it last summer because I cleared the woods out next to it, and let them get in and out of there. It actually stays warm in the pole barn. Got windows and actually it's not bad in there. I'm sure they huddle together to keep warm. Oh, I did not even pull up my stream. Hold on 1 second. Let me do this. Oh, you know what? First of all, I have to mute. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you guys, this is the Weather Channel that I really like. The guy is really accurate. His name is Ryan Hall, y'all. Extra. Ryan Hall, y'all. I'm going to pull up my stream, though, is what I'm trying to do. I'll put up a link to this. Anyway, let me pull up my channel. That's what I was trying to do, actually. Alright. Trying to get my chat up there so I forgot to pull it up before I came on here. Kind of got delayed a little bit. There it is. And I've already muted, so we should be good to go there. Alright, yeah, so tonight is just an open chat. That's what we do every Friday. And with some Bible trivia. I like playing Bible trivia, kind of test your knowledge. And these can get pretty hard questions, some of them. Alright, there we go. What I think is funny is that I can only see the words D, D-E-E. Like our friend D in the chat. So on here it says D. And my stand's not really the best, so let me just do this. So anyway, that's the plan for tonight. Just a little Bible trivia and open chat. And then tomorrow we're going to do a study I'm going to talk about. And then Sunday, I'm working on something for Sunday. I think it's going to be fun. Well, I hope every day is fun. But fun and learning a bunch of stuff. But anyway, I'm excited about something I'm going to do on Sunday. Well, I don't know. Sunday is really not Sunday is the lowest attendance, so maybe I will. Anyway, a fun study. about signals that God's given us that we probably have all experienced but ignored. So that's fun. All right, that's up and running. So I do want to show a weather channel I just love. He has 665,000 subscribers. If I can find my mouse. There it is. So he's talking about, and he goes through today and then tomorrow and all the way through the next week of what kind of weather we're going to have. And I'm going to put his link up here. It's called Ryan Hall, y'all, extra. So I'm going to put the link for his channel. This is his latest video. As you can see, he's already, just 7 hours, he's already got 500,000 views. Yep, the guy's right. Anyway, crazy, huh? Because I don't have a TV or radio or anything here, so... now, I do have a weather thing on my phone, an app. And it is pretty accurate. But this kind of shows you how things are going to happen. I don't know how the guy knows. He's got some programs or something. I don't know. But it goes, and then he's going through this. Well, he can tell by the way the clouds are going. Like, I don't know. I guess what's going to happen. The further out it goes, it's a little. It gets a little less accurate, I guess. Like you'd think. But anyway, storms coming. And now it's going to be commercial. But storms coming in the next week, like Alabama, Florida. Anyway, oh, you know what? Let me put a link to that channel. "500 millibar winds." I don't know. Oh, probably mile-an-hour winds. I don't know. Sometimes they don't really... I had the closed caption on. But anyway, storms that are coming in the next day, 2 days, 3 days. It's pretty accurate. But yeah, he tells us about all over the United States, from this side and that side. So, in this one anyway. But yeah, storms that are coming. And this would be January 14th. So see, he goes day by day. And it's pretty interesting. Anyway, yeah, so let me put the link to this one, because this one he's going through the whole week. Let me find my stream. Alright, here is the... And this is called Ryan Hall, y'all. Let's see, Ryan Hall. Yeah. All. And him and his wife just had a baby on a couple days after Christmas, just last week. Well, hey, Grace, how you doing? You ever hear of this channel, Ryan Hall, y'all? This is an awesome, really awesome weather channel. I don't even have it on there, actually. How was your day? Welcome. Shalom. My sister said she's on her way to Florida. She's going to Florida. I don't know if not right now, but anyway, my sister's going to a vacation in Florida. So, yeah, this is an interesting channel. I really like it. Ryan, y'all, yep, been following him for accurate weather a long time. Yeah, there you go. Ryan Hall, y'all, extra. So, this is the one he put up today. And this is one from 3 days ago. Well, he's got 1 million views on it, 3 days. Do you know how much money they get for 1 million views? It's like $2,000. For every million views, you get like about $2,000. Man, you know what? I just saw a video and it was almost 100 million views. So he's got 100 times. So how much is that? 2,000. Some people hate him due to something in his past, but doesn't everyone have a past? Yeah. Yeah. Everybody has a past, man. And the past is in the past. And just like 2023 is in the past, you can only go forward. And especially if the person's not doing what they did 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20, 30, 40. If you're still, even a year ago or whatever. I mean, if you stopped what you're doing, some people even had to go to jail or prison and pay. But anyway, person, yeah, exactly, move on. And you know what? I always said move on. In my head, I always say, I gotta move on. I gotta move on. Move on. And anyway, since I've been kind of like listening and really just tapping into my consciousness and stuff like that, I was thinking something about Snowy, and it said move forward, and I thought that's weird, move forward, because that's not something I would say, you know what I mean? And but it can also be a guide. Oh man, you wouldn't believe this is going to be so fun. I think on Sunday, Grace, I think you'll like it. You might even know some of this, but I have a surprise for Sunday. Or I could even switch it around. If I have it ready by tomorrow, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. It's a special communication which our angels are trying to communicate with us, and most people ignore it. It's really cool. And it's been already tried and true. Move on or be stagnant by living in the past. Yep. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like we're on a journey, and and if you're on your path in life, it's like pulling over at a wayside rest and never going anywhere, or even going in reverse. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you do have to move forward. But anyway, I like that. I like move forward. I always said move on, but now I think I've clearly heard something say move forward. And so I tell myself, I gotta move forward. And yeah, but I got a surprise of something I think would be fun. Another thing. Well, hey, D, good to see you tonight. Welcome. I hope you had a wonderful Friday. Hope everybody had a good Friday. Yeah, hung around. I'm weeding out cupboards and cabinets and reorganizing my kitchen. Yeah, moving on up, that's right, to the east side. To deluxe apartment in the sky. My cat might want to come in. Oh, you do? You like Ryan Hall, y'all? He's got good weather. I really like him. I really like it. Yeah. What does he do? Yeah, so he said he just had a baby. His wife just had a baby a few days ago. I don't know. Before the end of the year. You had a good day? Awesome. We seem to watch a lot of the same channels. Look at that. Looks like a big eyeball. You watch. Like a fish eye. Let's see what this one does. No, just this one. Anyway, that's funny. So, anyway, we're going to do he's a good, yes, he is. He knows what he's talking about. Remember the skull on Radar? Yes. And not only was the skull, they had a 666. Remember that? Oh, man. I don't know. These characters, man. I think, yeah, anyway. Anyway, really cool. But today I listened to it while I was doing my, I got a to-do list, which I'm just going to get rid of stuff in my kitchen that I don't use in my cabinets, weed things out, organize things a little better. Because there's a lot of stuff I don't use, you know what I mean? Anyway, kind of weed out and, anyway, so I'm really happy getting stuff getting her done. You don't remember that? A skull? Yeah. It actually looked like the devil. But didn't it, Grace? Didn't it look like a devil or something? Like a demon or something? It was scary. It was pretty scary, actually. Yeah, downsizing is a good thing, yeah. You know what I wanted? I have a big clunky can opener that I use every day. It's on the counter. I don't like it. At my other house, I had one under the cabinet. So I go to look, get one under the cabinet so I'll mount it under the cabinet so I don't have it on the counter. I like my counters, I don't need more stuff on the counter. And anyway, you know what I'm seeing? That everybody's got these little things that you just put on the can and it just goes by itself in a circle and you throw it back in the drawer. Like, what the heck? As a matter of fact, I'll show you. Like, what the heck? Rather crank it yeah. Yeah. So, it's these things. Everybody's using these things now. You put it on there and it just goes in a circle or something? I don't know what's going on. And I specifically put under the cabinet. You know what I'm saying? See, you just put it on there and it goes in a circle and takes it off. Like, what the heck? So it looks like this is the thing. I don't know. Goes in a circle. What, do you put batteries in it? Can opener. Electric. Does it have a cord? What is going on? You gotta unplug it every time? Look at this can opener. It's called Pioneer Woman Extra Tall Can Opener. Oh, extra tall. You go, Pioneer girl. That is the ugliest thing I think I've ever seen in a can opener. It's called Fiona Floral. I'm sorry. Now that they've said it's Fiona Floral, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Anyway, it's weird. But yeah, this is what people are doing with this round thing. It's just, you put it on there, I guess it goes. Look at it. What the heck? I don't know. Where have I been? Well, I've been here for 5 years, and then before that, my other house for 10 years. So, yeah, it's been 15 years since I bought a can opener. So, I don't know. Things have changed. I need to get into 2020, whatever, 4. You had one, got rid of it due to the sound. Wham, wham, wham. Yeah. Tell you, every cat in the county comes running if you pull one of them out. I don't know what it is. They're born to think that's for them. Crazy. Anyway, we get back to this Baba Jeopardy. Yeah, I used to have a good can opener. But after a long time it wore out, and I got a cheap one by hand, you know what I mean? And that cheap one's by hand, forget about it. So yeah, I just gotta get a nice one again. Alright. Alright, D. Alright. Speaking of cats, my kitten figured out how to open cabinet door. Yeah. Yeah, my cat likes going in there and making sure there's no mice. In fact, she just did it today. She came running as I was about to close the door, and I thought, nah, she feels like she needs to check for mice. Let her go check for mice. And she checked. All clear. Especially the low ones on the floor, you know what I mean? That's when she looked at. Yeah, they are curious. All right. So, he stands under my feet when I'm cooking, just begging for samples. Really? Yeah. So what kibble do you use? You know what? I watched this video this morning. Oh, big, really? So I watched a video this morning, and it was one of the pet channels that I'm subscribed to. And she's warning about this pet food called Purina. Now, this is the second time I've seen a Purina product being poisoning dogs. Well, actually, they're talking about Purina. I heard the other vet, that guy in Canada, I heard him saying that they use sick animals for their food or whatever. Now, I pay a lot of money for that Purina 1. It's like $30 for, I don't know, a bag. You know what I mean? And they go through a bag. Yeah. So today she puts out this video warning about another Purina, I forgot what it was called. Anyway, it was so funny, man. I laughed so far. Because the kittens out there are playing because they're happy they just ate. They always play when they eat. So she's put out this warning. Here, let me just see. I'll tell you because I should tell you what the food is. Anyway, so I need to switch the kibble. This is not the kind my dog has, but I got to get away from Purina. But I get the expensive stuff, the lamb, and it is not. Here, the Pro Plan. This is what it was. Like, it's the first ingredient is meat. I get Purina 1 for my dogs. Like I said, a 15-pound bag is $30. Eat a 15-pound bag about every 5 days. So this is the one that got recalled. Purina Pro Plan. Dogs are dropping dead. And they're not recalling it yet, but they might. I just saw something recalled. So this is what it is. This Pro Plan, Purina Pro Plan. Anyway, lots of dogs are sick from it and dead. They're dying. They're dead. And so warning about that. But anyway, the lady, she read a couple of emails. And one was from a guy who started out saying that the vet killed his dog or something. It's kind of started out weird. And anyway, then the guy turns his anger at her and says, "Who are you to go sneaking around trying to tell people about Purina Pro Plan or something?" And she said, "Sneaking around?" This is an older lady like my age. And she said, "Sneaking around." She said, she just sent emails to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. 100,000 emails she sent out about this, and 250,000 on her Facebook. Or no, 150,000. So it was like a total of 250,000 she's notified. Plus she's doing all these videos, and he said, "Who are you to go sneaking around?" She said, "Sneaking around? I've screamed it from the mountaintop." This is just how, this is just how stupid people are. But anyway, you're always going to have people like that. Sneaking. Who are you to go sneaking around trying to ruin Purina's reputation? But they really did. Anyway, so I'm going to get away from Purina. So Grace, what kind of, did you give your dog kibble? Because my dogs like they eat regular food every day, human food. You know, they have their meat, vegetables, and rice, or whatever. They have their balanced meal, but they like the kibble, and they like it in their bowl in between meals. So I got to switch to something else. So anyway, what do you use, Grace? Do you have kibble for your dog? I know you make your dog food like I do, but anyway, I got to find a safe kibble. Now, there is human grade. It's called human grade dog food, but oh my goodness. It's a 5-pound bag's like $60 or $70. It'd be like that much every day for me. Anyway, I buy Blue and recently Halo. Blue Diamond. Is it Blue Diamond? Anyway. Alright, well thanks. And Halo, huh? So, alright, let's get back over here. Well thanks. Let's see, I'll write that down. Blue and Halo. I think you mean Blue Diamond, right? And then you gotta keep watching to see if these companies are like poisoning. But yeah, I gotta get away from the Purina. Even though I'm buying them the most expensive stuff they got, it still ain't safe. You know. Alright, so Bible Trivia, Bible Jeopardy, aka. Now, this is what they pulled up. We can always refresh it and get different categories if we don't like these. So I haven't looked at them yet. We'll look at the categories. If we don't like it, we can pull up a new game. So let's see what they got for us. Geography in general. Oh. Acts and Journeys of the Apostles. In other words, the book of Acts. Letters, epistles of the church and believers. Okay, Paul's letters. Exodus and wilderness wandering. Nah, not bad. Fill in the blanks. I don't like multiple blanks because they make them too close together and I don't know. Name of the book. Well, welcome back, D. Just in Time. Just in time for yes, welcome back. Just in time for our Jeopardy. All right. So, geography in general. Well, we can go with maybe this. Anybody want to pick? Grace, or when you want to pick, go ahead. Geography in general, Acts and Journeys of the Apostles, letters, name of the book. Geography in general. Well, hey, Galax. Hello. Welcome to Galax. Hope you're having a wonderful day, morning, whichever it might be. Welcome. Yeah, so maybe we could play I guess geography in general. We'll start right at the top. I hope you're having an awesome day, moment, whatever it might be. All right. Which book has a virgin will conceive and bear a son? Oh, this is kind of an easy one. Which book says, actually it is Alma. Alma is Hebrew for young woman. Doesn't actually mean a virgin. It's actually Alma is the original in Hebrew, and it means young woman. But nevertheless, anybody know? This is to me, this is the easy one. I've talked about it so many times. So yeah, this is the easy one for me. Anybody want to guess? D says Isaiah. Yes, indeed, it is Isaiah. Because they take it and misquote it. So I think it is Isaiah too. Malachi. Can't sleep, so it's Habakkuk and Bible study. There you go. Habakkuk. Yep. Yeah, I think it is Isaiah. Well, welcome. We're glad to have you. Now, possibility I could bore you back to sleep. I could be, because I've done that. You know what I mean? Actually, some people, and listen, I figured, to me, it's a compliment when people say, well, when I like when I come on, I just listen to your voice, it makes me fall asleep. And I thought, that's nice. Because you know what? There's people that I listen to and they make me fall asleep, and I like that. So I like it. Or if I want to keep you awake, that's good too. I like it too if I can keep you awake. Whatever works in your world. Yes, ding, ding, ding. It is correct. It was Isaiah. To me, that was an easy one because I talk about it all the time. All right. Geography in general for $400 or points if you're not a gambler. Are you calling me out for all the times I fall asleep here? You know what? I didn't even know you ever fell asleep. That's news to me. Actually, probably everybody's falling asleep if you listen to me long enough. All right. And sometimes we've had late nighters, and not many people can stay up all night listening to a couple of people talking. And some people can. Whatever works. All right. In which book do we find Satan appearing before the Lord with the angels? Ooh. This is also an easy one. What's this? Amateur hour? These are pretty easy so far, but it still is only a 400-point question. Grace says Job. Yes. Galax says Job. D says Job. Yes. Ding, ding, ding. I'm pretty sure it is Job because, yeah. And by the way, this is probably, we should find the root of that. Because we got to get to the root of it. We got to get to the root of that story because I think that's like a Mesopotamian story or something. The Lesser Key of Solomon. Really? Is that where it came from? It came from somewhere because it's just like the book of Jonah and these other books where they said, well, we don't know where it came from. You know what I'm saying? And they do know where it came from. They just don't want to tell you and tip you off. Oh, it's a joke. Okay. It went way over my head, Galax. All right. You know what? And you know what? I don't even think we're going to get a snowstorm. It looks like some crumbs. Even though it's going to snow for 2 days, it's only going to be like not even an inch. Like, how does that work? Huh. Anyway. All right. Geography in general for 600. So I can't see the snowplow guy if it never snows. All right. Here we go. Question for 600. But you know what? I'm glad. I don't like the snow. It's been the easiest winter ever, I think. I'm not sure. The easiest winter I've seen in a long time. And I like it. All right. But it's not over. You know, I don't want to speak too soon. Because, you know, we have been known in March to be buried up to where you crawl at the windows. Yeah. There's a chance of snow here on Monday or rain. Not supposed to be much. Man, bear, pig. Is that you, Galax? Are you man, bear, pig? Are you man, bear, pig? Do you know Man Bear Pig? A long time. I know who I've seen Man Bear Pig. In fact, last I seen him, I think he was on Massive Informant or the other one. But anyway, I used to disagree with him. Now I'm pretty much on the same page with a lot of stuff. Grace, you'd remember Man Bear Pig. I think I blocked him at one time, but then unblocked him. Yeah, Man Bear Pig came in here years ago. Yep, and this was a Stuck in Christianity channel, and anyway, he's probably right about everything. But I've seen him on other channels with Ark. I don't know who that is. Man Bear Pig is a parade of global warming. Oh, really? That's where he got the name? It's a parade of global warming from South Park. Really? Really? Huh. My son watched South Park all the time when he lived with me. And, growing up, and then even when he moved back, so there's a couple times where I've been exposed to it. So, anyway, yeah, it's just weird how there's a lot of truth in these, and just hidden clues and stuff. That's where his avatar came from. Really? Oh, I didn't know it was a South Park thing. All right. You see, I didn't actually sit down and watch South Park with him. I was usually in cooking dinner or doing dishes after work or whatever. So I would hear it from the other room. But, it's just like Simpsons. At first I was mad and I didn't want the kids to watch it. And then after being exposed to it a bunch of time, I'm looking forward to it coming on. Anyway, all right. They make a lot of sense. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. A lot of truth hidden in that. And with Seth, whatever his name is. Him and Simpsons, they, and Family Guy. I mean, a lot of truth hidden in that. Anyway, for 600 points or dollars, I like dollars. In which city was there an altar to the unknown God? Classic episode, you should look at it. The Man Bear Pig episode? If it's on YouTube, I could probably look it up. Or maybe Google it and see if I could get to see it. In which city was there an altar to the unknown God? Corinth, Thessalonica, Athens, and Ephesus. Yeah. Athens, Greece was I think it was the Olympian god Athena, right? From the Olympian gods. Would they have put another altar on Athens? Because this was named after Athena. Or the Greek. Was it Athens? Okay, we're going to go with Athens. Ding, ding, ding. Correct. Well, they were down. Oh, that's in the book of Acts. Uh-huh. Yeah, that was in Greece. Usually guess the answer. Well, that was a good guess. You're in a lucky roll then. You get a scratch off or something. Because sometimes, because of Socrates, I forgot what we were just talking about. Socrates. But, like, sometimes on here, if I guess, my guesses all night will be wrong. And then other times if I guess, my guesses are all right. So it's kind of like a lucky wave or something. Or maybe like in high tune with the answers or something. In tune. That's what it is. In Tune. Or Looney Tunes. Either way. $800, Alex. All right. The land of this tribe does not border the Sea of Galilee. I think I know what it is. Oh, they put the god on the Greek island of Athens because of Socrates. Is that what you're saying? But yeah, that was the Olympian god Athena, I think. Zebulun, Mars Hill. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. But I think I do know this answer. Or maybe I don't. I'm thinking about the map in my brain here. The map of this area, the Sea of Galilee. And if you look at the Sea of Galilee, to the east is Judea, but I don't think it goes all the way to the lake. Maybe. Natalie? I know where Judea is, but I don't know where Zebulun is. I'm not really sure what part of the area Natalia is either. I'm drawing a blank on the map. I know where Judea is on the map. It's if you're looking at if this was the Sea of Galilee, Judea is right here. Right here. I don't know if that's east or west. I think it's west. But here would be Judea. But I don't think Judea... Maybe Judea goes all the way to the lake. I don't know. Because it's the Sea of Galilee, but it's also called Tiberias, named after the... what was he, the governor? Tiberius at the time. So they changed it to Tiberias. And it was also called... Sea of Galilee, Lake Tiberias. Oh, why can't I think of the third name? Anyway, what'd you guys say? Hold on a second. Flip a coin. Zebulun and Natali. Now flip a coin. All right. Heads, it's Natali. Tails, it's Zebulun. Tails. We didn't really flip that good. All right, now it said heads. 2 out of 3. All right, now it said heads. Okay. All right. I don't know. I forgot which was heads and tails. It was Judea. Oh, you know what? I knew it. Did I say that? I said I can picture Judea. And I don't think Judea goes all the way to the lake. I don't. Because I really don't know where Zebulun and Natalia is. It must be at the top, other side of the bottom. But Judea, I just looked at the map the other day, and Judea is way off to the left. A ways. So anyway, yeah, my first instinct was Judea. Can we still keep the coin? Actually, this coin I need to look up because I just saw I do a lot of I watch channels with coin channels, you know what I mean? Excuse me. Coin collectors. And one of these pennies, they call it a cent. We know you're not a coin collector if you call it a penny. Because coin collectors call it a cent. A 1 cent. But my 1 cent is, I just thought it might be worth something, so I put that over there. Scratching the crap out of it. Flipping it. Just went from $1 million down to about a penny. Not even enough to buy a gumball these days, remember? Remember you could put a penny in a gumball machine and you get something? Heck no, I probably need one of them coin changer, put a dollar bill in there to get a, you know. Which prophetic book is, in its entirety, an oracle concerning Nineveh? Oh, this is easy. Is this really gonna be the 1,000-point question? Are you kidding me? Jonah, are they kidding us? Which prophetic book in its entirety, an oracle concerning Nineveh? I think it's Jonah, but it might be a trick question. Maybe it's a trick question. This can't be this easy. It's got to be a trick question. Is it really going to be this easy, or is this a trick, you guys? I think it's a booby trap. I think if I pick Jonah, I think there might be a booby trap. This is too easy. You guys, this is the 1,000-point question. $1,000 question, and this is going to be Jonah. Isn't this too easy? I smell a trap. I think there's a string tied to it. It's going to blow when I hit it. Is it really going to be this easy, you guys? Which prophetic book in its entirety, an oracle concerning Nineveh? Could it be Habakkuk? All right, we're going to go with Jonah. It seems too obvious. Aha! I knew it was a trap. Kaboom! It's Nahum. And you guys, oh my goodness. I knew that was a trap. I knew I smelled a trap. It wasn't Jonah, it was Nahum. I want to do over. That's all right. I know it's too easy. You know what? I would have even picked Habakkuk because there is a book. There is a book, and I guess it's Nahum. There is a book that kind of sums up what happened to Nineveh. And what happened to Nineveh was they lasted for like, if you read it, I think this is the book. It says they lasted for like 75 years after Jonah went there and they took the warning and they repented and all that. They were good for like 50 to 75 years, and then they backslid, and they were right back to where they were within 75 years. And then later they were taken over by Babylon, I think it was. Were they taken over by Babylon, or I can't remember who took them over. I think they were taken over by Babylon. Anyway, yeah, there is a book that sums that whole story up, and that's why in the back of my mind I was thinking. And I can't remember if it was a Nahum or what it was. I know I've read and heard the story, though. All right, so let's pick another category. Acts and Journals of the Apostles. Nah, it might be all right. Letters to, I don't know, Paul. Exodus and Wilderness Wandering. Not bad. Fill in the blanks, name of the book. All right. We'll do Acts, I guess. Let's see what we got going there. For 200 points. All the land of Judea and all they of Jerusalem came to John and were all baptized of him in what river? I'm pretty sure this is the Jordan River. I'm pretty sure it's the Jordan River. I don't think it's Euphrates. I think it's in the Jordan River. Again, seems like too obvious, but anyway, what do you guys think? The Jordan River? That's what I'm thinking. Agreed, Jordan? Okay, we're going to go Jordan River. Alex might agree. Yes, ding, ding, ding. That was pretty easy. But it was only a 200. It was a starter in Mark 1:5. That was original. Where Jesus is getting baptized like everybody else. As that story grows and grows and grows, every gospel it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Anyway, action journey to the apostles for 400, Alex. All right, which of the following Roman officials was Paul brought before prior to being sent to Caesar? Oh, this is hard because he went to 3 different courts. He went to the low court, the middle court, and then the high court. Which is always what they do. Same with Jesus. Paul was brought before, oh man, I was going to say, I think all of these, you guys, because he was brought there more than once. I think it's all of these. Because he has been before all of these. Are they talking about one visit? I think it's all of them. Because he went before King Agrippa, Felix and Festus. I think it's all of them. Which of the following Roman officials Paul brought prior to being sent to Caesar? Well, hey, Chris, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Welcome. I think it's all these. I don't know. You're right, all. Yeah, ding, ding, ding. It was all. Yeah, because you always have to go to there's like a city court, then a county court, and then a federal court. Or like county, state, federal. County court, federal court, or county court, state court, federal court. And the same when Jesus went to his trial, he also had to go to 3 levels. Always going to be. Well, hey, Chris, good to see you tonight. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Hope you had an awesome day. And I hope you have a safe trip. All right, so yes, he was brought before all of them. And his stories don't match in those anyway, another story for another day. $600, Alex. All right. When Paul was bitten, yeah. When Paul was bitten by a viper, the inhabitants of Melita, that's spelt wrong. It's the island of Malta, isn't it? Isn't that supposed to be the island of Malta? Melita. I think it's supposed to be the island of Malta. In fact, we even know exactly where it is. It's on their trip between when they left the port down in Joppa down there, and they had to go around the islands, and they go up to Rome, and there's these little islands in the middle. When they're in the storm, they hit that, and I'm pretty sure it's the island of Malta. Is that a misprint? Is this supposed to be island of Malta? Anyway, we know what's going on here. They thought, yeah. All right. When Paul was bitten by a viper, the inhabitants of, I think it's Malta, first thought that he was a blank, but later changed their minds and called him a blank. Well, I think it's the island of Malta. All right. At first, they thought he was a murderer, and then they thought he was a god. Yeah. Paul was the snake handling there. Maybe. They said you can handle snakes and not get hurt, right? Maybe he was living up to it. Because they said this man must be a murderer. Because first of all, they escaped the shipwreck. All right, because the people in the island, they built a fire for the shipwrecked people because they shipwrecked. They came on shore. They were cold and wet, and the people of the island built them a fire. So as they're warming around the fire, they're saying, wow, you guys survived the shipwreck. But then he gets bit by the viper, and then they said, "Oh man, the ocean couldn't kill you, but the snake did. So he must be meant to die." But then when he didn't die, then they said, "You must be Zeus and you're Apollo." Remember, he called Paul and Barnabas, Luke and Apollo. They called them Zeus and Apollo. They thought they were gods. So at first they thought he was a murderer, because what kind of man escapes the sea only to be bitten by a snake? So they said he was a murderer. And then they said, wow, he must be a god because he survived the snake bite, which nobody does. And then they went on to further to call him and Barnabas Zeus and Apollo. I think it was Zeus and Apollo. Can't remember. They called them two rock star gods at the time. But I think it's murdering God. So anyway, anybody else? Yes, ding ding. It is a murdering God. Murdering God. Yeah, because at first they said, wow, like God wanted to kill you in the ocean, and since you lived, yeah, it was a murdering God. Yeah, because they said, wow, God wanted to drown you, and since you didn't drown, you're going to get killed by this snake. And when he didn't die, they're like, whoa, dude. That's where Paul's name really came from, Apollo. You know what? That's a good point, Galax. That's a good point. Because remember, they hailed Paul and Barnabas as gods, and it was like Zeus. We're going to call you Zeus and you Apollo. And they even say which one is which. So they probably, if you look that up in the book of Acts, Apollo. It does kind of sound like it, huh? Apollo. But they did call him that. They compared him to those gods. And I don't think they really resisted that too much. Who were Castor and Pollux? I don't know. They owned Standard Oil Company, I think. No, actually, I have no idea. Who were Castor and Pollux? Were they cities of Thrace, high priests, Roman gods, or Grecian kings? Castor and Pollux. I think they were Grecian kings, Greek kings. I don't know. Like an inside joke. I think it is. There's a lot of inside jokes in there. All right, but I can't rest. Still recover. Well, hey. Welcome. Not sure who just came in. My boyfriend was killed in an avalanche 3 years ago, and everyone says that I should move on with my life, but I can't rest till I recover his body, even though it's frozen. Well, yes, well, his soul has moved on. His soul has moved on, so he's not under that ice. Yes. Grace says, sorry for your loss. Yes, Paula, we're very sorry for your loss. But just know that he's not in his body. He's not in his body. His soul has moved on. And his soul is around you, too. He might even be giving you signs, I'm not sure. But welcome to our channel, and I hope you're having a good evening. But I'm sorry to hear for your loss. I do understand. Yep. I do understand. Yep. So when my spouse was, when he passed away, he was cremated, and I buried his ashes, so it's just, he's not there. He's not in the body anymore. He is out and he is free, and he hopes that you would, he hopes you would know that. He might be around you, might be giving you signs, who knows? He wants, but, you know, I'm sure he wants you to know he's okay. I'm sure he wants you to know that. Our loved ones want us to know when they pass on that they're okay. But a lot of people don't see the signs and stuff. Roman gods, I think so too. I would be honored to have my body frozen in nature. Better than the way they treat the dead in modern culture. You know what? You're right, Galax. At least there's some dignity there. Because when you're in a funeral home, it is. I saw what they do. It's disgusting. Treat like a slab of meat. It's disgusting. Anyway, Roman god. I think it might be a Roman god. Yes, it was Roman gods. And why would we guess Roman gods? We'd guess Roman gods because this is the people writing the New Testament. The people writing the New Testament are worshiping Roman gods. That's why you have all the influence in there of Roman mythology, Greek Roman mythology, all over the New Testament. Because that's what they were, highly educated Roman people. Who had Greek gods and all these other Roman gods and Dionysus and all these other ones that you see all over the New Testament. Turning water into wine. Anyway. Alright, here's the big one for 1,000 points. On one of Paul's journeys, he stayed with Philip the evangelist. Where did Philip live? Lydda, Joppa, Samaria, or Caesarea? I know that Peter stayed in Joppa at somebody else named Simon. He's Simon and his name was Simon, the tent maker, another tent maker. And I'm pretty sure that was in Joppa. Samaria, Caesarea, Lydda. It might be this. Might be this first one here. Lydda. But he is still in your heart, and don't look at us. Yeah, don't look at it as a loss. Yep. I agree. They're still around, and you can contact them. You gotta learn how. Don't go to a seance, and don't go to a medium and all that. You can do it yourself. Look into the Akashic records, and maybe you can connect with them. One of Paul's journeys, he stayed with Philip the evangelist. Where did Philip live? I don't know. I think it's, I don't know. What do you guys think? Lydda, Caesarea, Samaria? Oh, it might be Samaria too. That's out there. That's out there. I don't know. Here's the thing. He's been to all of these. So to narrow it down, well, he's been to all these cities. Right, because he's been to all these places. So, okay, how about the time when he stayed with his friend? I don't know. He's been to all these places. Who knows which one it was when he stayed with his friend? Samaria? Maybe. No, it was Caesarea. Yeah, because he's been to all of them, which makes it hard. You know what I mean? Joppa? Yeah, it was Caesarea. Joppa is actually where Peter Simon stayed with another tent maker named Simon. When he got the vision of the animals and the sheep being lowered down, and everybody mistakes that as eating unclean food. When it says in like two more paragraphs, or it says later in that chapter that exactly what the sheep meant. Oh man, crazy. Okay, one more category for tonight. What shall we do? I don't want nothing more to do. We'd had enough of Paul tonight. I've had my fill of Paul, so we're going to pass on that. Exodus and wilderness wandering? Maybe. Fill in the blanks. Name the book. Name the book. They're going to do something like 1st or 2nd Chronicles. I can smell a rat down here. Okay, let's go to, I don't know. Forrest Gump of the Apostles? I am appalled. And I don't want to hear from any apologist, any Christian apologist. I want to hear from any apologist. because I'm appalled at Paul and the apologist. I'm just saying. All right. You guys, should we go this last one? Should we go to the Forrest Gump of the apostles? Run, Forrest, run. Remember when his braces fell off his legs? He ran so fast. That was cool. All right. All right. Exodus, Wanderers, Wilderness. Yeah, Forrest Gump for $200, Alex. All right. How many months was Moses hid his parents before he was placed in a basket and left on the river? Well, they had to get a wet nurse, which happens to be his natural mother. Huh. Yeah, I think it's 3 months too. Because they had to stop him from crying. And once he got 3 months old, he cried too loud and they couldn't hide him anymore. So they put him in a basket. And you know what? They got that story from. You know where they got that story from? Even the dog knows. There's an old Mesopotamian text or something. There's another old story about a different king that got put in a basket filled with pitch and sent down the river to get away from the king. And you know what? Also, the story of Jesus tries to do the Moses thing. Remember, the king tried to kill Jesus, so they had to get him out of there. Same with Moses, and same with that other one that came before the Bible. All right, everybody's agreeing on 3 months because he was getting too loud to hide anymore. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, that is right. It was 3 months because after that, he cried too loud, and they had to get a wet nurse she wanted him, but yet he was still nursing, so they had to find somebody that could nurse the baby. And guess what? Ding, ding, ding. The natural mother came forth and said, "I'll do it." He's like, "What?" All right. Yes, that is correct. All right. That was kind of an easy one. Well, not easy, though. Multiple choice is not always easy. All right, but kind of easy. All right. Because at 3 months old, they kind of get loud. You can't hide them anymore. Exodus and Wilderness Wandering for 400, Alex. All right. Where did Moses flee after he killed the Egyptian? All right. Horeb, Midian, Philistia, or Canaan? I think he went to Horeb personally, but I don't know. Because wasn't he at Mount Horeb? I don't know. What do I know? Midian? D says Midian. Anybody else want to guess? Midian? Did Moses go to Midian after? All right, Midian it is. Not Mount Horeb? All right. Not Horeb, huh? We're going to go with Midian? All right. Midian it is. Philistia, Canaan. Ding, ding, ding. It is Midian. Look at you. And they've got 2 different father-in-laws. They have him as Raul and Jethro, because that's a doublet. They said his father-in-law was Raul, and another time they said his father-in-law was Jethro. Jethro? All right, Alex, we want Exodus and Wilderness Wandering for $600, Alex. All right. Under what god of the Moabites did the children of Israel in the wilderness join themselves to after becoming whoredom with their daughters? This is hard because I was gonna say Baal, but remember, different cities had a different version of Baal. So you had Baal Berit, Baal Zephon, Baal Zebul, and Baal Peor, and I think it's Baal Peor. Because Baal was worshipped everywhere, but different cities, I think it's Peor also. I think it's Baal Peor. But yeah, so we learned about that when we were studying the Roman god, all the different ancient gods. We studied the Olympian gods, which is why I knew one of the answers tonight. We studied the Greek Roman gods. Um, I think it's Baal Peor also. I think it is. Ding, ding, ding. We are correct. It is Baal Peor. That's in the book of Numbers towards the... Oh, you know what? That's around the time where they had the quail and and God stuffed it in their mouth and they died. God's like, oh, you want quail, huh? You like quail? You like it, huh? Well, here, eat your quail. Stuffed it in their mouth until they died. They died with the meat still between their teeth. I don't know if I'd want to worship that God. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. All right. 800. Oh, Alex came in. Or Galax, hold on a second. Galax said Zebul. Or Zebul. Close. All right, for 800 points. While in the wilderness, you eat your heart's content. Yeah. Eat till it's coming out of your nostrils, he said. Oh, man. You know what? You know who's got a really good video about that? Dark Matters 2525. He has God on trial as a man, a young father. And the young father is on trial for murder of his child because he made the child some chicken nuggets in the microwave and the kid didn't want them. He wanted something else. So he fed the kid and stuffed it in his mouth till the kid died. Now he's on trial. But the guy ends out to be God because that's what God did. Because he was feeding the child he didn't like. So you saw it in the eyes of a human. What if a real parent did this? What if a real parent was mad at their children because they didn't want to eat what you give them, so they want something else? Here, have something else, and then stuff it in their mouth until they die. Well, that's what God did. If he was a person, he'd probably get the death penalty. People would be appalled. But God can do it to millions of people, stuff quail in their mouth till they choke. And I guess it's okay. All right. While in the wilderness, what Moabite god, in parentheses, quotation, did the Israelites begin to worship? Didn't we just answer this? What am I, in a time warp? Didn't I just answer this? Wait a minute. While in the wilderness, what Moabite god did the Israelites begin to worship? Is this a different question? Am I in a time warp? Dagon? Well, that was the god of the sea. The fish god. And this is what Samson took down, this Dagon church. He took down the whole Dagon church. Oh, it's a different question. Thank you. I'm not paying attention. Seems like the same question. All right. What Moabite god? Baal Berith? This one? Now remember, Dagon was the sea god, so it was the people around the Mediterranean Sea that were worshiping him. Because the fish would come up to the shore, and then they would like make a wish, and then the fish would go away and grant your wish or something. Yes, in the first one? All right. The last one was Baal Peor. I was right. All right. Incorrect. It was Baal Peor again. I thought it was Baal Peor, but it seemed redundant since it was also the last answer to the last question. Oh, man. I think they're trying to trick us. Exodus and Wilderness Wandering for $1,000, Alex. All right. Where were the Israelites encamped by the Red Sea when the Egyptians came up and were about to overtake them? And we're not going with the pure again. Kadesh, Pi Hiroth, Beth Peor, or Rephilim. I think it's Kadesh, but I could be wrong. Where were the Israelites encamped by the Red Sea when the Egyptians came up and were about to overtake them? This is right before he split the Red Sea. And there is, I think it is Kadesh also, because you can see in the map. And you know what? It turns out that at the low time of the year, I think it's in the fall, I can't remember spring, but at a certain time of the year, if you look on the map, that always gets low right there. There is a walkway. The water actually parts every year, and you can actually walk across it. And that's why all these chariot wheels and all this other thing is there, because it was a path. And then when the water gets high, it covers that path. So, I mean, he might have split the sea, but it is dry going through there. It's at the finger. The Red Sea's got like, this is what the Red Sea looks like. It's got like a bunny rabbit ears. And they were at the fingertip of it, or the finger part of it. Kadesh, I think it is Kadesh also. Oh, it wasn't. It was Pi Hiroth. Oh, we all got it. Ah. Ding, 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 ding. And that's in Exodus. Well, that was a hard one. Kadesh. Yeah, I thought so too. We all thought so. I think it tricked us. What are you going to do? All right. Well, you want to wrap it up? You want to do one more? Or what do you guys want? It's your call. I'm really excited about a study that I'm doing. I'm going to bring on here. It's really going to be fun. So I'm working on that. Wrap it up. All right. D is the first one that comes in, says wrap it up. I think we will wrap it up. It's been an hour and 17 minutes. I think our brains are nice and exercised, and time to go do other stuff, right? All right. So anyway, let me hop back in the chat. Say goodnight to everybody. And thank everybody for coming in. It was fun. So good night to D. And good night or good morning to Galax, whatever we want to look at it. Thanks for coming in tonight, Galax. Yeah, I hope you can either go back to sleep or wake up or whatever was best for you. In your best interest. And anyway, good night to Galax. I enjoyed having my ask. We all did, Galax. We none of us got them all right. But I think you did good, Galax. I think you did great. So good night to Galax. Good night to D. Good night to Grace. And good night to my sister, Chris. That's my sister. My blood sister. So good night to Chris. And good night to Paula. I'm sorry for your loss, and I do hope you find peace. Because I know it can tear people up. The loss of a loved one. It's terrible. But it doesn't have to be. As Christians, you're told, don't ever try to contact your loved ones. Like, oh, okay. That's my signal. All right. Well, I hope you don't get a storm. I think we might just get a tiny little bit of snow. I'm not sure. But anyway, enjoy your Saturday. And so enjoy your Saturday. Also, everybody have a great day tomorrow. Enjoy your Saturday. Everybody have a great rest of the evening. Have a good night. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Thanks for coming in, Chris. It was nice to see my sister in here. Everybody enjoy your day tomorrow, your rest of your evening, whatever it may be, your morning. Peace. Blessings. Shalom. Peace. Rock on.